As a cognitive neuroscientist, it's quite strange, or is it really, that I spend most of my Sundays preaching in churches, because that's what I do. I spend 4 days a week teaching in churches around the world. I still teach in professional conferences, but I teach science, and I teach science linked in with spirituality. And just yesterday, I was watching a debate by two Princeton professors, one a naturalist and one a believer, and a philosopher, and I was listening to this debate going on about, who we are, where do we come from, and, all these things that they try and debate, and the Christian guy was really doing well, and the naturalist guy was just saying nothing. He was saying all these words, but they were like clanging cymbals. They just didn't have the depth to them that the guy the Christian philosopher had. I know I have a lot of scientist friends that actually don't believe that science and scriptures or science and spirituality should be linked, which is quite strange. And I'd say it's strange because God made everything, didn't he? So he made science too. Science is simply a description of how everything works. Man can't do anything without God, even if they don't acknowledge that God is the source of everything. So what I try and do as a scientist is take my particular field, which is neuroscience and the mind, and bring credit back where credit is due. So what I'm going to teach you today is something that has inspired me through a woman in the Bible, and that is the woman with the issue of blood. And I'm not going to talk about the traditional stuff that we know, because there's so many lessons we can learn from everything in the Bible as we know. What I want to share with you is the time that she put into building her faith to receive her healing. A different angle. I want to show you what it means to have an eternal perspective. I want to show you how God has given us the science to understand the difference between just saying words or saying words that have the Spirit behind them. This is two different things, and how time is involved in this process.